bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makudi will bring you sports moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. All right. For me, the international break has not been a sweet one, the way I expected. Going into in the international break, I thought it will come out smiling, but unfortunately, and that is sports for you. We'll learn to take defeats. Sometimes you fall, but you have to rise again. That is the case of Nigeria. We are not going to the World Cup. A lot of countries are going to the World Cup. Even some of the smallest countries that we never expected are going to be in the World Cup. But for us, we'll just sit and we'll watch. That is that about the international break. We will be resuming the Premier League, the club football this weekend, and a lot of things snowballed from the international break into it will gradually snowball into club football, and a lot of players that have gone to represent their country, some came back with injuries. And I think one club that is hard hit right now is Arsenal. Arsenal are in for it. So let me just speak it that way. Arsenal are in for it. Some of their players, after the international break, they are coming back with injury, and Arsenal are in a dicey situation right now. The Sunday they will be facing their North London rival in Tottenham. They'll be taking on Tottenham, and on Wednesday they will be taking on one of the informed clubs in Europe right now, Bayern and Munich. And I think that is what we are going to discuss today. But before we go into that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. The Commissioner of Youth, Sports and Creativity, Tisa Emojime, says that the 2025 Benue Governors Cup will tentatively commence on December 1st. This comes as Mr. Emojime discloses this in Makurdi when he received the leadership of the Benue Football Association, BFA, led by its chairman, Mr. Paul Ede. The commissioner said that a preliminary committee has been set to ensure that this year's edition becomes the best in the history of the state. According to him, they want a new direction where there will be competitions at the ward, local government and state level. He said, "We shall have them compete at the local government level from December 1st to 10. Then we take a break for them to select their teams. From December 15th to 20th. Because of the closeness of Christmas, we will host the main tournament. The Super 10 will play from January 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2026, before we have the final, subject to the approval of the governor and the state executive committee. He described the competition as the biggest sporting event in the state and the most prestigious. The commissioner said that this year's edition would take the shape of a local tournament with international characteristics. Chairman Benue State Football Association, Mr. Paul Eddy, said that the 2025 edition of the tournament was unique in many ways. The BFA chairman said that it was the first time that the competition had both the male and the female components. He said that there was no segregation between the male and the female competition, as the prizes, the trophies, and several jerseys were the same. Mr. Edes solicited the commissioner's approval for the association to proceed with the preparations. FIFA has given Barcelona the go-ahead to play Champions League matches at their partially rebuilt Camp Nou stadium. The news comes just a couple of days after Barca announced their long-awaited return to league action at the stadium, which has been beset by construction chaos after more than 2 years in exile. The Spanish champion will host Eintracht Frankfurt at the Camp Nou on December 9th, just over 2 weeks after reinaugurating the stadium against Atletico Bilbao in domestic action on November 22nd. Barcelona said in a statement that UEFA accepted the request, considering that all the necessary requirements have been met. And back to our topic of discussion. The sooner the international break is over, the happier Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta will be. The Premier League leaders went into the fortnight boasting of one of the meanest defense in Europe, but have seen 3 of their key men involved in injury scares. Injury to Gabriel and Ricardo Calafiori had already caused alarm before fullback Joren Timber joined the list during the Netherlands' 4-0 thrashing of Lithuania on Monday. The Gunners, who host North London rivals Tottenham on Sunday and then Bayern Munich the following Wednesday, had registered a club record 8 consecutive clean sheets across all competition before their 2-2 draw against Sunderland in their last match before the international break. The league leaders have conceded just 5 goals in 11 games, and Gabriel has also chipped in 2 goals and provided a consistent threat at set pieces. So when he became the first Arsenal defender to pick up an injury, alarm bells could have sounded at their London Colney training ground. The 27-year-old did not travel to France for Brazil's friendly against Tunisia on Tuesday after scans confirmed he sustained a thigh injury on Saturday's friendly against Senegal when he was forced off in the second half. Then fullback Calafiori, who had been the left back in most of their games this season, withdrew from the Italy squad with a hip injury. But Gunners fans will have been left fearing the worst on Monday when Timber was injured by a bad tackle during the first half of Netherlands' win against Lithuania. Arsenal are already dealing with various injuries, with forward Victor Gyökeres, Gabriel Martinelli, Kyle Havertz, Noni Madueke, joined by midfielder Martin Odegaard in having missed recent matches, and they will be hoping that the trio of the defenders will not be joining them in the sideline. And I'm asking the questions today: can Arsenal cope with these injuries against Tottenham and Bayern Munich on Wednesday? And can Arsenal actually do it? Can they hold on to their lead in the Premier League as it stands? The numbers to call today, we're not wasting any time. The numbers to call is 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464. You can also comment on our Facebook handle. Our Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. I'll be here to read your comments live. Hello? Hello? Okay, we lost that one. You can call back. Arsenal, as we all know, Arsenal are a lot of us, we are actually banking on Arsenal to win the league this season. And for the previous season, Arsenal have always been up there trying, working hard, doing everything possible to win the league. But things seem not to just go their way, especially when it comes to their key players getting injured. And right now, Arsenal is one team in England that I can confidently say they have a good squad depth. But when you have your defenders going injured at this critical, important moment in the game, can Arsenal actually stand when Manchester City is just behind them, poking at them, looking at them, and waiting for them to just make any slight mistake for them to just overtake? Remember Arsenal last season, 2 seasons ago, it was the same thing that happened. They were leading, they were top of the table. Eventually they faltered, and then Manchester City took over. And that is why I'm asking today. Now Arsenal, they say they have a big squad. With this big squad, and now we have 3 of their main defenders, one of their best defenders. When you talk about Gabriel, his partnership with Saliba, I think for the past 3 seasons, I can confidently say that it's one of the best partnership in Europe. Yes, I can confidently say that. But Gabriel going injured now, can Arsenal hold on? Hello? Oh no. Okay. Just keep calling. It seems like the network is just dancing. Okay, keep calling. You eventually go through. Like I said, it seems like the injury now will definitely affect Arsenal. But can they withstand it? On Sunday, they are facing one of... hello? Hello? Oh, no. On Sunday, they will be facing their North London rivals. I think that's a London derby. Yes. And facing Tottenham. Tottenham right now are in good form. Yes. It's not the same Tottenham that have been wobbling and fumbling. No. Tottenham are getting themselves. So can Arsenal do it against Tottenham on Sunday? And then on Wednesday, they will be facing, that is a very big challenge. One of the best team in Europe right now, Bayern Munich, with one of the deadliest strikers in the form of Harry Kane. Harry Kane doesn't see the post and misses. No, Harry Kane wouldn't do that. Harry Kane is one of the best striker in Europe right now. Can that Arsenal defense without Gabriel, can they be able to hold that defense and do what everybody think or everybody is saying about Arsenal? When you look at the Arsenal defense of recent, yes, 11 games, conceding 6 goals. It's very, very, 6 clean sheets. 11 games, 6 clean sheets. It's one of the best in England, in Europe, in Europe right now. So can Arsenal do it? So the question I'm asking right now is that, will Arsenal, despite all of this injury, can they cope against Tottenham and then Bayern Munich on Wednesday? The numbers to call is 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464. And if the network is giving you issues, you can go on Facebook, and we are streaming live on Facebook. And you can also comment. When you comment there, I'll read your comments here, and anything you have, you say, they will also discuss it. The Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. I will read your comments here live. Now, Arsenal, like we said earlier, Arsenal are they are topping the English Premier League right now, and how many games have they played right now? 11 games. Arsenal have not been doing so badly. They are top of the league, closely followed by Manchester City. 11 games. Arsenal they've played 11 games, win 8, draw 2, lose 1, with 26 points. Closely followed by Manchester City, 11 games, 1 draw, 3 lose, and 22 points. That is how it stands. Then we have Chelsea just below them with 20 points. So, can Arsenal actually do it? That is the question we are asking today. So, they have let's just look at Gabriel. Who is that potential person that can replace Gabriel if his injury is eventually the club doctors confirm that he may be out, because there is no medical report saying how long he will be out. It could just be a minor injury, it could be a long time injury. But if it happens to be, let's just say the worst case scenario, who is that person that can replace Gabriel? I would have said Calafiori can come from the left back to that central defense and assist, but Calafiori on his own is injured right now. So who can waste? I think maybe Hincapié may come in, but that is what we are saying. Can that partnership that have existed, that, when you play with a particular player, you gel with that person, you understand yourself, and that is why there is no room for error. When you see these two central defenders, they understand themselves. They know when this person is going, when this person is staying behind, when this person is covering for this person. They know how to communicate with themselves. They know the language they use. They know how to talk to themselves. With Gabriel getting injured, can Arsenal stand the test of time? And remember, this is the time most of these normally happen to Arsenal. I don't just know, within the December, January, that season, that time, or that part of the season, that is when this normally happens to Arsenal. I would truly want to see Arsenal win the Premier League this season. So, do you think that Arsenal have that squad depth to actually do that this season when their players are beginning to go injured? The studio lines to call is 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464. And you can also comment on our Facebook handle. Our Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Once you comment there, I'll read your comments live. It's like the network is a little bit not stable, so if you're finding it difficult you can just go on Facebook and comment. I'll read your comments live. So, as apart from Arsenal's defense, I think Arsenal, even up front, with the injury to Gyökeres, I think Arsenal is also having a problem. Yes, for me, of course, they have those wingers that will always deliver for them. When you talk of Saka and the likes of them, they will always deliver for them. But you, as a team, you also need that points man, that person that once the ball comes forward, he will be there to whether tap ins or even make those runs behind the two central defenders, that person that will able to make that run. So they also have a problem there. Then also we are talking about Odegaard. You know how important Odegaard is for Arsenal in that midfield. So it's like every part of the Arsenal team is being touched right now. The defense, the midfield, and the attack. But can they actually stand this into the next, let's say next year? Yes, because this December there will be a lot of fixtures, even after the Champions League. The Christmas break, they don't normally have a lot of Christmas break, I think, but this year I think they're saying they are not going to be Boxing Day matches. Yes, that's what they are saying, no Boxing Day matches. If not, this December is normally a cramped season for football, especially in the English Premier League. So can Arsenal handle this? The numbers to call is 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464. Like I said earlier, you can also comment on our Facebook handle. Our Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makudi, hello? Hello? Okay, it's like this network is actually giving us issues. Okay, so Mikel Arteta, let's just look at Mikel Arteta and the player that he may heavily be relying on when it comes to delivering the goods for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta would want to rely on players like Bukayo Saka, Trossard, and Mikel Merino. I think those players, if nothing happens to them, and I pray nothing happens to them, because like I said earlier, though I am not an Arsenal fan and a lover of good football, I don't support anybody. But for me, I truly want Arsenal to win the league this season, and I know a lot of my Arsenal friends will also want to support me on this. So these are some of the players that Mikel Arteta will have to rely on. But in that midfield, without Odegaard, I wonder who will take that spot. Although Eze has done that effortlessly, and I think Eze that is one buy that Arsenal did that I think is one of the best buy for them for last season. That deal was one of the best deal ever for Arsenal last season, and now they'll be facing their arch rivals. Allow me to call them that, Tottenham, who are in good form. Tottenham are seriously in good form, and then immediately after that they'll be playing Bayern Munich, who we don't have to argue anything about that. Bayern Munich is one of the best teams in Europe right now, and that this makes it a very huge task for Arsenal, because do they have that depth to hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, this is Ugondo Emos.
Okay, Ugondo, go on. Do you think Arsenal, the injury, Arsenal can hold on?
Yes, with the injuries, Arsenal can play Tottenham.
What about
in the Premier League? Because Tottenham will not be a threat to them.
But Tottenham are in form.
But against Bayern, it is very difficult. Because Bayern are parading a squad that is very strong. And at the moment, they are one of the strongest clubs in Europe. So if your defense is not solid, you can't stop Harry Kane. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for that one. if your defense is not strong, you cannot stop a certain hurricane. That is what he is saying. But he said he made one point that for Tottenham is not going to be a problem for Arsenal. The Tottenham is not going to be a problem for Arsenal. I think when we talk football and we just look down on certain clubs, that is sometimes our downfall. Tottenham, I have checked Tottenham result of recent. Tottenham are building, and they are building at a momentum that if you overlook anything about us, Tottenham, they will just surprise you. And I think Arsenal will just have to be careful when they take on Tottenham on Sunday. What about you? What about you? What do you think about this Tottenham versus? Okay, we have a caller already. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is the voice of Emmanuel Tezu.
Okay, Emmanuel. Our time is fast spent. A very quick one. What do you think? Do you see Arsenal overcoming Tottenham and Bayern Munich after some of their players going injured?
No, that is very bad weekend for Arsenal. Arsenal are going to lose the fourth match. They are going to lose. So they will start losing to Tottenham. Tottenham are going to give them like 3-1. Then Bayern Munich will almost there like 4-0. So it's a very bad weekend for Arsenal. They are going to lose the fourth match.
All right.
The weekend is not that's for my own company.
All right. Thanks for that one. Okay, he's saying that it's going to be a bad weekend for Arsenal. The network has given us some little issues, but no problems. Tomorrow we'll be here to talk more about football. From me over here, I will say I wish Arsenal all the best. I really hope for them to win the Premier League. From me over to you, I'm saying God bless your heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Él te jura un falso amor, es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón, sabes decir que no. La ilusión, el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores.
As King Radio 98.